guys, it's Victor here, and today we're about to review the purple pillow. Now, I got this thing a little while back. I actually got it as a gift from my girlfriend because I noticed that she was getting some neck pains, and I wanted to hook her up with a foam pillow or like a better pillow that'll help her alleviate that. One of the main reasons that people experience neck pain is just due to their sleeping habits. So a change of posture could really help that, and a lot of people online really recommended foam pillows specifically. I took a look at a couple different brands that are out there. So I looked at Casper, I looked at Purple, and I looked at a couple other ones that were actually just available in the US, and I even thought about purchasing them, but the further I investigated, now that we're in Canada at least, I realized that those options were just going to be way too expensive after I take in the currency exchange as well as the cost of shipping. So my last few options that I ended up picking were between the Casper and the Purple pillow. And we'll do another video about the Casper further on, but I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience with the Purple pillow. This company, I thought, was really interesting because they've produced mattresses as well. That's kind of what they're known for, but they started doing a line of pillows more recently. Now they have two main pillows right now. That's the Purple pillow, which is what I have in front of me in this thing, as well as a Harmony Purple pillow, and that's only available in the US, unfortunately, right now. So that kind of put a wrench in my plan because that one actually got really fantastic reviews. This one still got really good reviews online, so I was kind of holding my breath. I just wanted to buy it to test it out to see how it went because I was really curious about the membrane structure of the pillow, which was a little bit different. So it's not really a foam pillow, and I'll show you guys what I mean. We'll open this guy up. It comes in this handy dandy package, pretty compact. Once I open it up, you'll see that the whole pillow comes encased in. Kind of just rolls out onto the table, right? So here it is, and this is what I mean. I bet you've never seen anything like this before, and then like when I show you this, you would definitely not think pillow, right? So here it is, kind of rolls up. One of the things I noticed, especially when I first opened the box, was this thing is quite heavy. This thing is, I would say, it's like a 5-pound pillow, which is not exactly what you really want or expect when you have a pillow. So right off the bat, that was kind of like, kind of a bit of a con for me. Purple as a company, I found them really interesting because they also created a mattress that was made of the same cell, I guess, membrane to help support your sleep, support your posture. I've seen a lot of ads for Purple in the past. You know, it sounds like your typical tech company. Has a really cool, succinct name to it, Purple. All their branding is purple. It's really fun, right? So I really wanted to give these guys a chance just because of the branding. I'm actually a sucker for marketing, so I really love their approach with their color, really differentiated them, and the brand itself seemed really cool. Upon receiving this filling, actually kind of testing it out over the past 2 months, I would say that I'm a little bit disappointed by the results of this. First of all, the price point. This was definitely on one of the more premium sides of the pillows, at least the ones available in Canada. It came out to, after tax, about $190 Canadian. Shipping included. It came really quickly, actually. So I ordered it. It came in about 6 days. It was really quick, although the only place I could really find it was either through a Purple retailer. A lot of retailers were still closed at the time when I was purchasing this pillow. So I was just kind of calling around to see like, hey, is there any way I could try this out? I wanted to kind of see the product for myself before ordering it. But unfortunately, maybe because their main demographic is the US, I wasn't able to do that. So I would say that's one of the cons, was that this product was a little hard to find in the Canadian market. From there, I want to get into the fact that the price point is really premium. So I really expected like a really luxury premium experience. And although this was a really interesting product, it still kind of freaks me out. I don't know how to feel about this design. I thought it was really cool and really different, but also like kind of gives me the shivers, you know, kind of like gives me like kind of like a trypophobia kind of vibe here, you know, when you see all these dots, kind of freaks me out. But luckily for us, that's not how you're gonna use the pillow. It also comes with a little pillowcase holder thing. So I wasn't really sure if this guy was meant to just cover the pillow and you're supposed to just use it, or if you're supposed to put an additional pillow cover over top of it instead. I kind of played around with both, and I actually kind of decided that I would go with just using this as the pillow cover. It seemed to be like a perfect fit for this pillow. Keep in mind I got this in a king size. It does come in a queen as well. But we have a king size bed, so I wanted a king size pillow as well. It was really form fitting onto the actual pillow itself. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a sec. So it's kind of like a compartment with a little zipper here. All I have to do is unzip this guy. Open it up and kind of just encase it. Let me flip it over for you. And here, I'll show you the back side of it as well in the process. The back side is just this weird little fabric that I wasn't a huge fan of personally, because I feel like it kind of cheapened the product. It kind of felt like a little afterthought, like that they didn't really bother to cover this up. It kind of seems like an unfinished product when presented in this view at least, right? Front is really nice, but the back, kind of ugly, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put this thing over the pillow. As you can see, it fits on there really snugly actually. I like it's kind of satisfying how snugly it fits. Now we're gonna just zip it over. I feel like it's kind of like a sleeping bag. Kind of reminds me of that. Okay, so cool. So now we've got the pillowcase cover on there and there. Now it looks like just a regular pillow. From this angle, you kind of really can't tell what's going on underneath there, and it still has this a bit of a, you know. Do you hear that? Every time I push down on it, it kind of like shoots out a wave of wind. Quite cool. So anyways, here's the purple pillow as it appears, and I guess as I tried it on my bed. So honestly, this purple pillow, I really wanted to give it a chance. If you really want a pretty firm and sturdy pillow that doesn't really have much of a give, and even let's say if I put my face in it, doesn't really sink. So it's very supportive. So if you're, I guess, someone that's looking specifically for a orthopedic pillow that has really firm stability, this product might be right for you. But for me, I actually found that to be a drawback because I like to sink into my pillows a little bit. That's why I originally was looking at foam pillows. But in this case, I didn't really get much of an opportunity to sink down into it. And if I put my head on it, it kind of just sticks there, and it's a little firm. I'm sure it's pretty great for my posture, but in terms of actual comfort, just didn't really do it for me. One of the main drawbacks that I can see right here, as you can tell, even with the case on, and I'll put on another pillow cover on top instead. Why don't we do that right now? So, I've got another pillowcase here. I'll just put it on. I know a lot of households, they don't want a white pillow covering exactly, depending on how your sheet's set up. So you know what? We're gonna put on this covering just to show you what it looks like, even with a pillow casing on it. So let's say we got this pillowcase on, right? Cool. This one's gray, nice and soft. Actually, really comfortable. Velvet. And anyways, interesting. Like, anyway, that's totally unrelated to the pillow. Like right off the bat, you can kind of notice that this really isn't your ordinary pillow because it's really blocky and it's like rectangular. It doesn't really come in that fluffy shape that you're used to with down and foam pillows. It's really blocky, and I would say that visually not the most pleasing, especially if you put it on a bed. And even trying to lift this thing up, it kind of crinkles around. It doesn't really have much of a structure to it, right? And it's quite heavy, so I really would not want to bring this anywhere outside of my own home. If this pillow is for you, I would definitely recommend it as a one place only pillow, maybe carrying it to your couch at the most. But other than that, I really can't see myself carrying it around, and maybe this would just be kind of like a secondary pillow, something I use when my neck pain kind of starts acting up. Some of the pros that I would say for this pillow is that I think it's structurally rigid, so that if you really do need the support, you've got a lot of neck pain. I think if you're really looking for a pillow that gives you a lot of support and really does not compromise on that and stays pretty cool, then I think this would be a really great recommendation for you. I wanted to show you one more thing. Let's take this case off. Another great feature that is included in this pillow that I actually kind of wish other companies would do is, I'm just gonna quickly throw this away, is Standard with the pillow is it actually comes with 2 inserts. One that's a little thinner and one that's a little thicker. And these are just 2 foam inserts that you can put right into the pillow itself. This is actually a feature they've added to make sure that everyone who uses different sleep positions, obviously some people like to sleep on their back, some people like to sleep on their side, which are the 2 recommended sleep positions. You're gonna need a little bit of a different level of elevation for your head. So if you like to sleep on your back, you would probably just use at most either the regular pillow height that's preset, that's basically made for your back, or you would use the thin insert, maybe just to give you a little bit more elevation. If you're a side sleeper, and I know a ton of people are, I would recommend probably putting in either both of these fillers to elevate yourself. It looks like 2 to 4 inches higher than it usually goes, or just one or the other, depending on what your preferences are. I really like that it's very adjustable and really flexible with kind of everyone's sleep style, because everyone has a different sleep style, and when you're sleeping on your side, actually, you need about 2 more inches of elevation because there's a bit more of a gap in between your shoulder and your actual head. So when you're sleeping on the side, you want that 2 extra inches to kind of help support you and make sure that your whole spine is in alignment. That's kind of the key to improving your posture and not getting that neck pain. Let me show you guys how it looks inside the pillowcase. So it's really easy to install. I know it's kind of funny to say install for a pillow. One of the things that really appealed to me about this pillow was that there's a company out there that's really innovating in the pillow space, creating these little innovations with its design, which I really appreciate. So it's so far removed from any other pillow that we've ever seen before. Obviously, foam pillows are a huge innovation, but this is just not even. If you plopped this in front of me without the cover and asked me what it was, I really could not tell you what it was meant for. I would say, oh, and maybe it's like some sort of asbestos filling for your wall or something, because it's kind of purple. But let me show you guys what this lining looks like, this filler looks like. So it's really easy to install. I kind of just put this guy in here, there, and then let's say I want the second one as well. I can also install this guy in as well. Let's say I'm a side sleeper and I want a bit more elevation. You're also free to kind of test it out for yourself. I'm personally a back sleeper, so I never ended up using these. But I know based on reviews online that this was a highly requested feature from a lot of users for the purple pillow, actually. They wanted a little bit of elevation, and it seemed like the company really delivered and listened to the customers, which is actually pretty amazing. I'll get into why I think Purple is actually a really great company, even if I'm not maybe the biggest fan of this product itself. My whole experience with them was actually really impressive. So here you go with the fillers. You can see that it's quite a bit bigger and higher than the original pillow itself. So if I was sleeping on my side, this is a really great option for that. One of the reasons why I think that Purple was a really great shopping experience for me as a consumer, actually, other than the fact that because they're more of a US-based retailer, it's a little bit harder to find in Canada in stores, and I could only really order it through their website directly. I would say that the website experience wasn't the best because I felt like they didn't really quite cater to the Canadian market specifically. The Canadian website was actually just an extension of the US website with Canada appended to the browser without really any modifications, and it was a little bit confusing for me to navigate and to kind of actually tell if I was on the Canadian site versus the US site, and that was a little detrimental because I came onto the Purple website really wanting the Harmony pillow, which is their more premium and newer pillow that looks a little bit different from this, and I put it in my cart. I was like, wow, I get to find this finally. I'm so glad that I'm able to order that one. I put it in my cart, but it wasn't until I was checking out that they told me this is only available in the US to order because I couldn't put in a province, a state. So unfortunately I couldn't buy that product, but instead I wanted to get this one because I really enjoyed everything I'd heard about the brand up through my research so far. I thought it was a really cool and innovative and fun brand. I've heard that their customer service is actually quite excellent, and actually I got to experience that a little bit myself. They do offer a 100-day money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied with the product at all. After about 2 months of use between both my girlfriend and I, we actually came to the conclusion that this product really wasn't for either of us. It was a little too firm, and we kind of preferred that squishy feeling of just sinking into your pillow. And while I thought it was really interesting, it was just a little bit too different for us, right? Even the fact that I can still feel the membrane when I'm lying on it was not the most comforting feeling compared to, a down or foam pillow. But on the plus side, we decided to take advantage of their 100-day money-back guarantee. 100-night sleep guarantee rather. I reached out to the customer service and they got back to me really immediately. They said, no worries. Actually, we don't really offer can't currently ship back to the US. We don't have any depots in Canada which you can return the item to. So what we're gonna do is this. They actually offered me 2 unique options, which I found pretty hilarious. They said that I could either donate it to charity, one, drop it off, and then just send them the receipt of the charitable donation offer, or I could take my frustration out on this product and say I wasn't happy with it, so I should just tear it up, cut it up, do whatever I wanted with it, just destroy it. And as long as I send them a photo of that, then they'll return my money. I found that to be quite a hilarious experience. I've never seen that before, and that kind of leads me to the conclusion that this is quite a fun company. They clearly put a lot of importance on the customer experience, so I really wouldn't be afraid to give this pillow a try, even if it wasn't for me and my girlfriend, because they have such a great money-back policy that it seems like they really don't give you any hassle. I would definitely give this product a try if you're even interested in it. If you're interested in the fact that new innovations, really sturdy, it's quite flexible, and you want to support an up-and-coming brand. So I guess my review at the end of it, my final conclusion is that while this pillow was really not for me or my girlfriend, I would say that I would definitely give it a thumbs up just because this product seems really great, if not for everyone, but they'll really have the whole product backed up by their customer guarantee. So that 100-night guarantee, why not? Just try it out. So yeah.